welcome back to the Langconnect podcast, where we help you expand your English vocabulary in a fun and practical way. I'm Huỳnh.
And I'm Lara. Today's episode is all about languages, how we learn them, how we use them, and of course, 10 useful words related to languages.
That's right. Whether you are learning English or another language, these words will help you describe your experience and progress.
So let's get started with our first word.
All right. Our first word today is bilingual. If someone is bilingual, it means they can speak two languages fluently. For example, Maria is bilingual because she speaks both Spanish and English fluently.
That's a great word. But what if someone speaks even more than two languages? That brings us to our second word, multilingual. It means being able to speak multiple languages. For example, as a tour guide, Jack is multilingual. He speaks French, German, and Chinese.
That's impressive. Speaking multiple languages can also make you more fluent. This is our third word. If you are fluent in a language, you can speak smoothly and naturally. For example, she became fluent in Japanese after living in Tokyo for 5 years.
Exactly. But before becoming fluent, most of us start as beginners. A beginner is someone who is just starting to learn a language. For example, I'm still a beginner in Italian, so I can only introduce myself and say a few basic sentences.
That's a useful one. And here's another important word, accent. An accent is the way someone pronounces words which can be influenced by their first language. For example, even though he speaks English fluently, he still has the slight French accent.
Now, let's talk about some words related to how we use languages. The first one is mother tongue or native language. This means the first language you learned as a child. For example, my mother tongue is Vietnamese, but I also speak English.
That's a great one. Another important word is pronunciation. This refers to the way words are spoken. For example, his pronunciation of English words has improved a lot after practicing with native speakers.
Oh, pronunciation is so important. Here's another great word, translation. This means converting words from one language to another. For example, the translation of this book from Korean to English took over a year.
Speaking of translation, sometimes words don't have an exact equivalent in another language. That's where borrowed words come in. These are words taken from one language and used in another. For example, pizza is an Italian word, but it's used in English without any changes.
That's a cool one. Let's grab up with our final word, idiom. An idiom is a phrase with a meaning that isn't obvious from the individual words. For example, break the ice is an English idiom that means to start a conversation in a friendly way.
And that's it. 10 useful words to help you talk about languages.
Let's do a quick recap. Today we learned 1. Bilingual. Speaking two languages. 2. Multilingual. Speaking multiple languages. 3. Fluent. Speaking a language fluently and smoothly. 4. Beginner. Someone just starting to learn a language. 5. Accent. The way words are pronounced. 6. Mother tongue. Your first language. 7. Pronunciation. The way a word is spoken. 8. Translation. Converting words from one language to another. 9. Borrowed words. Words taken from one language and used in another. 10. Idiom. A phrase with a meaning different from its literal words.
Which of these words was new for you? Let us know in the comments or try using them in your own sentences.
If you found this episode helpful, Don't forget to share it with your friends and follow Langconnect for more fun and practical English lessons.
Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time on the Langconnect podcast.